Hey, Jonathan here, Colfax Math. I got possibly the best project I've ever come up with for integrated 3 or pre-calc trig. What you're going to do is go into Desmos, create a graphic that you want. I just picked SOHCAHTOA, like that. Create all of the equations to represent that in Desmos, like that. And then you're going to have 2 different options. Option 1 is engrave it into a piece of 1/4 inch melamine. Option 2 is do a cutout on the laser. And then option 3 is use the coolest tool ever, the new shaper origin, and actually do a cut into it like that. Alright, stay tuned and I'll show you how. Okay, I'm in Desmos. You need to log into your own account. I'm just creating whatever graphic I want on here. I chose SOHCAHTOA. I created these circles, and then I set up, these are squirrely brackets for my domain and range. I had to put a couple circles on top of each other. This is an ellipse, this equation here with that domain. And then now that I've created all of my equations, I'm going to go up here to share graph. I'm going to export image. This is just the size of it. And you have a couple options here. One is you could have all your graphs and axes on there like that. Or if you don't want those in your artwork, you go up here to settings, deselect grid, x-axis, y-axis. You also, while you're here, you also want to print out your paper so you have all the equations and your graphic. Okay, so then from here I go to share, export image. I'm going to put it in a rectangle. I'm going to use thin lines. I'm going to download that as a PNG. And then now that I've downloaded that, I'm going to open up CorelDRAW 2018. I'm going to create a new document. This is important right here. That document width is 24 and a height of 12. This is the important part, RGB right here. Otherwise you can't cut through. Now that I have my document, I go File, Import. I'm going to go to my downloads and download SOHCAHTOA. And then you could just laser engrave this if you want. If you want to put it on an oval, I go over here to the circle function, create an oval around it. And if you want to cut that oval out, it has to be a hairline and it has to be red. It has to be exactly 255, 0, 0. So that would be a cutout. Now it's going to engrave that and then cut that portion of it out. If I want to cut it on the shaper origin, what I'm going to do, I'll get rid of that cutout. That seems like a pretty good size. Here's my selection tool. I click on this, trace bitmap, outline trace, line art. A couple important things to do here is I need to make sure delete original image and remove background. That actually looks pretty good. So I hit OK. And now it's all been vectorized. Now that it's a vector, I'm going to export it to a flash drive. So I go File, Export. I'm going to put it on my flash drive. Actually, I don't have one. I'm going to put it on my desktop. And it has to be a SVG, a scalable vector graphic. And that's going to go right onto your flash drive. That flash drive plugs right in to the shaper origin, and then you cut it out. So I'll go ahead and do that, and then let's go cut it on the shaper. Is that the end of the letter? Yeah, then hit orange to retract. Move it, keep it down on the board, but move it over a little bit. And just so I can see what we have.
I'm going to start again?
Yeah, you on the next letter?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have to go down to like a starting point on the next letter.
Right here?
Where the bottom one was? Yeah, so right there. And then hit start again. And then, yep. Sam, come over here and give this thing a try.
Okay.
So we're on the SOHCAHTOA part. You want to bring it all the way. Yeah, both your hands on there, and then bring it to the right, and you'll see the T. Yep. So you want to keep moving, and then see how the T just go up a little bit. I think we're all done. So go ahead and turn the router off. There's the power button right there. Let's take a look. Dun dun. SOHCAHTOA. There's some cuts in there before, but man, that's cool.